Hi guys, it's Lisa. So this is how the signs nurture themselves when facing fear. All right, that's kind of deep. Who knew? So Aries. Aries has sex in some form of a chemical, physical, sexual connection, and they feel nurtured. They have sex, feel better. Taurus. Taurus is going to spend time making themselves comforted with like memes, looking at beautiful pictures, maybe scrolling through Instagram, doing something that generates eyegasms, right? To make them laugh or feel or comfort themselves through the things that they can see with their own eyeballs. Gemini. Gemini will wall themselves off because when they need to nurture themselves, they're very logical thinkers, so their brains can go crazy. So what they do is sort of shut themselves in a room or wall themselves off with their stuff or sit on their bed and put music in their ears and put their head down and not communicate with the outside world so that they can just work through this fear. Cancer. Cancer is normally going to play by the rules unless they are full of fear. And in that case, in nurturing themselves, they're going to go do something completely rebellious, maybe out of character, unlike them, in a way that they're able to nurture themselves through that. Leo. Leo is going to search for blind love. And if they can't get it in real life, they can't fake blind love. There's nobody on Tinder that they can pretend like is their knight in shining armor for the moment. They will watch a movie about it and feel deeply in that movie, immerse themselves in this idea of blind love. And that's why you see Leo, always gushing about something so great, and it's normally when they're afraid and they're nurturing themselves out of fear. Virgo. Virgo is going to break the law and act impulsively. Do something where Cancer might do something out of character and rebellious. They may not go in as far as breaking the law or putting themselves at risk, where Virgo is more going to put themselves at risk. It's the rush of the risk versus the rush of the rebelliousness. You can't necessarily die by getting a tattoo, and the Cancer might do that, but the Virgo is going to go jump out of an airplane. And Libra. Libra is going to nurture themselves by surrounding themselves with comfortable things. So in the case of like Gemini being that other air sign that walls themselves in and blocks them off to the world, they can do that with anything, right? Harsh music or whatever. But a Libra wants like soft, comfortable things. It's like going to grab a big pillow and just like hold it and put comfortable clothes on that don't hurt their midsection. And Scorpio. Scorpio is going to strangely be sort of like the most Gemini about it, talking through their fears or letting their brain logically unwind all of the fears. Because the Scorpio is kind of the fear sign, they have the capability the most of being able to like go into their head and sort through these deep, dark moments. And they sort of nurture themselves on that circular path of like, if I go down here and I get to this point, okay, I'm not dead. And they keep going around this circle, and that's how they nurture themselves. A Sagittarius is going to cry it out, feel all the feelings. When they really, really need to nurture themselves, the tears come out, and that is like the self-nurture that they do so that they can feel better and they can release the pain and nurture themselves. Capricorn, they humble brag, talk about their accomplishments, or if they're over the humble brag, they just all out brag. But they do this because they have to remind themselves of all the things that they've done, and it nurtures them when fear is facing them and they need to just feel okay. So they start discussing their accomplishments or the great things that they've been able to do despite what's been against them. Aquarius gets really meticulous and starts organizing or cleaning or maybe cleaning themselves, showering a lot, or to organize some situation, working through something. And I believe it's like their brain, like the way that the Gemini and the Libra, like they have to comfort themselves, box themselves in. Almost the Aquarius wants to get inside of that box and like themselves and rewire it so it can be released. I'm going to organize the shit out of my room, and that is going to organize a piece of the puzzle in my brain. And then the last one is Pisces, and Pisces is going to like go on a date. Pisces doesn't necessarily need the blind love as much as they just need a date. They just need somebody to be like, I took you out. We did this fun thing together. So they might go scroll through Tinder and try to meet up with somebody, get a drink with somebody, or even go to a bar and just wait for somebody to come hit on them. The connection through feeling that nurtures them in that way. That is how the signs nurture themselves, through fear.